welcome back to the channel as we get ready to take a look at the 2018 American Innovation Dollar. I just want to say first off that the next part of this video I recorded and I am going to reuse. It is looking at the obverse of the Innovation Dollar and then the rim. I don't need to make an obverse video and a rim video for every Innovation Dollar that we do because those things are static and the only thing that changes is the date on the rim. So I'm just forewarning everybody that what you see next you will probably see again in future videos. However, having said that I am looking forward to getting a good look at the 2018 American Innovation Dollar. This is the obverse of the Innovation Dollar. And before we get into it, let's discuss the focal point of this, which is the Statue of Liberty. I emailed the U.S. Mint because on their website, it just said the Statue of Liberty is the obverse. It didn't give any reasoning or symbolism behind it. And since this is an American Innovation Dollar, I was really curious. The Mint basically told me, we don't know why the Statue of Liberty. Ask Congress. Because anytime a new coin or a new currency bill or an old coin is altered or old currency is altered, it has to be done by an act of Congress. So basically, Congress makes a decision and then directs the Mint to follow whatever that decision is. So I looked online, I looked up the act that authorized the Innovation Dollar, and in the instructions that Congress gave, it just said use the Statue of Liberty, which makes absolutely no sense considering the fact that the Statue of Liberty is a French innovation. It is French designed, French built, shipped over to the U.S., and then constructed here in New York City. So the Statue of Liberty on an Innovation Dollar makes zero sense. What would have made more sense is the Zamboni on the Innovation Dollar or the traffic light on the Innovation Dollar, but not the Statue of Liberty on the Innovation Dollar. Anyhow, so we've already discussed the Statue of Liberty being the focal point of the obverse. And once again, obverse is the same thing as saying heads or front of the coin. It says, "In God We Trust" on the left-hand bottom side. It has one with the dollar sign on the right-hand side. The sculptor was Phoebe Hemphill, and her initials are on the right-hand side below the $1. And the designer is Justin Coons, and his initials are down below "In God We Trust" at the bottom of the obverse of this coin. Anyhow, these are the design features of the Innovation Dollar. Let's move on. The uniqueness of the edge of these quarters needs to be looked at. As you can see here, it has the date on the side, then the mint mark, and then if you roll it around, there are some stars, and then the word E pluribus unum, which of course we know means out of many one, and then as you roll it around, it's just more stars until it gets back to the date. I like the edge writing on the sides of these coins, just like the presidential dollars that we haven't really talked about. The problem with the edge writing is it's harder to read. I have glasses and it's difficult for me to read the dates, and it also wears out faster. I have seen a lot of coins, presidential coins, the early releases of the presidential coins, that you can't even read the date or see the word E pluribus unum on the side anymore because it is worn down. So those are the flaws with this. But I just think it's a cool idea. I like the stars. I like the writing on the side, E pluribus unum. I think that's all really cool. I like that they did it. But as I said, it's just difficult. It's difficult for me to read, and they wear out faster. Here is the reverse of the 2018 Innovation Dollar, and the significant imagery on this is in the upper left-hand side. You can see the gears. Those are supposed to represent the American innovation itself. Then you see the United States of America written on a slant. Then on the bottom, you see George Washington's signature as it was taken off of the first U.S. patent that was issued in 1790. And then you just see at the very bottom, under George Washington's signature, it says signed first patent. It says American innovators above that. And then story time about that U.S. or that, the excuse me, the shield emblem you see there. So there's nothing that indicates what that shield represents. The U.S. Mint on their website will tell you what all of the features of a coin are and sort of what the symbolism represents, or in the little bio they give of the coin, they will tell you the thought process that went into it. This didn't say anything. So I emailed the Mint, as I'm known to do, and I said, hey, what is the symbol above the words American Innovations on the reverse of the 2018 coin? It looks like a shield. And the first email they sent back to me was, our records don't go back that far. Don't know what they thought I was trying to say to them. So then I wrote back and I said, I don't think you understand what I'm asking. On your website, it gives the image references and kind of explains why they're there for most modern coins, since you've been posting things on the internet. I said, and so I'm just trying to figure out what the symbol represents. So then they emailed me back and just gave me the breakdown of the symbolism as it's already listed on the website, and didn't give any indication of what that shield represents. It's like they didn't understand what I was asking. Nobody bothered to look at the coin to figure out what I was asking. They just sort of gave me a boilerplate, probably clicked on a link, and didn't ask anybody. You know, this is a help desk or a customer service desk. So instead of forwarding the email to somebody that might know or asking a supervisor, they just clicked and forwarded me back basically the page that explains the innovation dollar that's already on the US Mint website. So I was super frustrated, almost threw my phone because I was aggravated. That's what I was looking at my email on, was my phone. And so I went into ChatGPT and I said, ChatGPT, on the 2018 innovation dollar reverse, there is a shield emblem above where it says American Innovators. What does that shield represent? And ChatGPT told me that shield represents the patent office. Actually, I put the image of the coin into ChatGPT. I just didn't ask it to go and look for the answer. So ChatGPT told me that shield that we're looking at right there represents the patent office. I don't know if that's true, but it's a better answer than the Mint gave me, so that's the one that I'm going with on this. The sculptor for this is Renata Gordon, and the designer is Donna Weaver, and you can see their initials circled at the bottom. This is actually a copy of the first U.S. patent that was issued in 1790. And the idea for this patent is that it is for a better way to process or create something known as potash. What potash is, well, potash is used in the manufacturing of fertilizer and also in the manufacturing of detergents and soaps. And potash comes from the words pot, ash. And so basically, during this time period, as America was expanding and we were cutting down trees and burning trees, we already knew that potash was used in fertilizers and soaps. We already knew that. But because we had so many trees and we figured out that as an export, potash being sent to England, where they had less access to trees than we did at the time, was a big moneymaker for the colonies. So anyhow, the way to improve the extraction of potash is what this patent was for. And basically they cut down the trees, they burn the ash, they put the ash in water, and then they boil the water out, and in the end you have this potash that is an ingredient in, as I said, soaps and detergents. I know I didn't do a great job of explaining that, but I'm not a very scientific person. So that's just the way that I understand it as being. And just to take a closer look at the signatures, I don't believe that they actually took the signature off of this patent. I believe they took George Washington's signature. But as you can see, look at the G. When you go down at the bottom of the G and you get that loop-de-loop, it's a lot thinner in the actual signature on the patent than it is. So I don't think that the signature that they used is actually the signature off of the patent, which I thought that the Mint site had alluded to. It's just George Washington's signature. So let us now jump over to the microscope and take a look at the coin itself. And here we go. Looking at the 2018 Innovation Dollar, we can see the gears up at the top. We can see everything that I described. I think it's nice. I think it's really clean looking. I love the industrial look of the gears up at the top, and then the sort of just writing on the right and towards the bottom. The fact that they put the date and E pluribus unum on the rim of the coin, as we discussed, just means that everything on the reverse, on the tails of this coin, can just be dedicated to the purpose of the coin, which is American innovation. So looking at this reverse, I do approve of the way they have laid this out. I think it's a really nice looking coin. And in conclusion, I just want to thank you all for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back for future videos. Next Monday, we will be doing the 2024 unboxing of the Illinois Innovation Dollar. So I hope that you all do come back for that. Once again, if you have any questions, comments, or criticisms, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. If you don't feel like leaving a comment and you just want to contact me directly, my email address is also in the description of this video. I hope that you all have a great week.